So, a little bit of a glimmer of hope for the end of the Russian invasion to the Ukraine. Now, forget about the politics, but the International Crime Court has put out a warrant for Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, for genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and aggression, which is really good news. Now, Russia doesn't really listen to international law, only when it suits them. And you can imagine that it doesn't suit Putin at the moment, and he will just ignore. But it is a step forward, a little step closer for him to step down. Now, this court has prosecuted people like Colonel Gaddafi, for example, I do believe, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, all these people who were just dictators, and they did genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and aggression. Putin is exactly the same. There is someone else in the Kremlin who is doing the same. I can't remember who it exactly is, but it's good news. The other thing is that President Xi Jinping, General Secretary Xi, the boss of the People's Republic of China, wanted to go and visit Putin next week. Here is another guy who doesn't believe in international law unless it suits him. Look at the South China Sea way back in 2016, all the islands. The international court said you can't build islands, you can't do anything there. It's international waters. Xi Jinping disagreed with this and continued regardless. And this is the upsetting thing, that the international community did nothing against it. So basically, if you fly a plane over these islands, they will say, go away, this is Chinese waters, according to the 9-dash line, whatever it is. So will Xi go and visit Putin? Now, personally, I think it's not in his interest to do so because it's going to indicate him in possibly some kind of theories or conspiracy theories related to what's happening, that the Chinese are supplying weapons and bombs, etc., to Russia to bomb the Ukraine, etc., etc., etc. And China's on this kind of goody streak in a way. Look what we've done. We reunited Saudi Arabia and Iran, and this is going to stop the fighting in Yemen. Well, let's see what happens with that one way or the other. It'll probably just fizzle out and nothing exactly will happen. It won't hit mainstream media for a while. So do you think, here's the question for you, do you think Xi next week will go to Russia to visit his buddy Putin? Do you think this will escalate into Putin actually doing a runner, which a lot of these people did? Saddam Hussein ran away. Osama bin Laden ran away. Colonel Gaddafi ran away. So Putin's a strong guy and he's not a coward, but you can see that Saddam Hussein definitely was a coward when his life was threatened. Eventually he was hanged by the International Criminal Court, etc., etc. So it's very interesting times. Will this escalate? What would happen if the prosecution goes ahead? How would they prosecute? How would they get their hands on Putin? And Xi, would he be implemented as an international war criminal because he would be friends with Putin, like an ally? All interesting times. Your comments below, please. Thank you very much for your time. My name is James. This is Buzz, Buzz, Buzz.